There we go. It just occurred to me. It had literally just occurred to me that I did not have my my audio chosen. I was like, wait a minute, there's no audio, so you guys can't hear me. What's up, guys? It's your man Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to this edition of Sharpe Shorts. Let me quickly make sure that all systems are go here. And again, these are this is a Sharpe short, so let me make sure everything is good to go. All right, very nice, very, very good. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Looking good here, looking good there. All right, perfect. Perfect. Everything looks and sounds good. We're multi-streaming to Facebook, 3 different YouTube channels, and of course, in crystal clear 4K to Sharpe Stream. Speaking of Sharpe Stream, you guys download the app. Download the Sharpe Stream app. There you can watch Sharpe Stream absolutely free. You can watch Sharpe Stream absolutely free. Now, in order to get chat privileges, you can either become a patron or you can become a member of Sharpe Stream. There we go. I'm having to log in here. All right, so let's go ahead and get right to what we're gonna talk about here today. So, OnlyFans has clearly sort of been a hot button talking point, and today is no different. Looks like yesterday, this particular article was posted. It is entitled "OnlyFans Model Amy Cups Says She Lost Her Job with Sexy Photos." Amy Cups sounds like maybe a screen name of some sort. And by the way, guys, phone lines are open. The phone lines are open. Phone lines are open if you guys want to chime in. 516-387-1987, 516-387-1987 if you guys want to chime in on this. So OnlyFans model Amy Cups, she says she was forced to resign as a teacher after her ex-husband outed her as an OnlyFans girl. So the long and the short of this is that she started doing OnlyFans back in 2019 to make a little bit of extra money. According to her husband actually supported it. He said, hey, we need to make some extra money. How about, listen, you're a good-looking girl. How about doing OnlyFans? And, of course, she said, okay. Now, according to Miss Cups, nobody knew about this quote-unquote double life, right? Her friends didn't know. Her family didn't know. Most importantly, her colleagues didn't know. No one that worked at the school found out about it until recently. So she had been doing this for almost 2 solid years before it was actually discovered, right? And she actually said, this is interesting, she actually said that it was part of the thrill, right? She says it was kind of a thrill that I was living this double life, et cetera, et cetera. Listen, guys, a couple of strippers that I had short flings with, they told me on more than a few occasions that nobody had any idea that they were exotic dancers. Nobody had any idea that they were strippers. Now, they made more money stripping than their day jobs. Dude, I messed with some strippers who worked at the mall. I messed with a few who just had regular day jobs. Some strippers work at casinos, but eventually they end up quitting their job to do what makes the most money full time. Amy Cups was no different. She said that she felt like a naughty superhero. More importantly, she says that it felt liberating. She says it felt liberating to see men lusting over her, right? Now, obviously, it took a toll on the marriage. It took a toll on the marriage. According to her, they were arguing all the time, et cetera, et cetera. She says that he couldn't handle other men lusting after her and, sending her gifts, I guess, over OnlyFans, blah, 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 blah. So eventually, they got divorced. Well, according to her, her ex-husband outed her to the school board. He sent her OnlyFans page to the school board, outed her. They called her in for a meeting. She said she had a feeling that that she might know what's happening. And they ended up telling her, listen, we're going to suspend you until we figure out what to do. So Miss Cups decided to resign. And surprise, 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 she's going to do OnlyFans full time. right? Of course she's going to do OnlyFans full time, right? Now, listen, if her husband really did out her, that's a bitch move, right? I mean, listen, I mean, obviously, there's much more than she's telling us. There's much more is happening than she is telling us. She can sit here and say, well, it caused strife in our marriage and we argued and this and that and the other. What it really came down to is that she was starting to get attention from other men, and he didn't like that attention. And so now that comes to my next question. I actually posted this poll on my YouTube community page. I asked, would you be okay with your wife or girlfriend being on OnlyFans? Let me refresh this here just so I can make sure I get the accurate post here. And again, guys, the phone lines are open. 516-387-1987 if you want to chime in. And so I wanted to know, hey, look, man, like, would you be okay with your wife or girlfriend doing OnlyFans, being an OnlyFans girl? Let's see what we got here. So it looks like 2%. So 477 people voted. Looks like 2% said yes. 56% said no. 10% have that player pimp attitude, saying as long as I get my cut. And 32%, roughly a third of guys, says I do not commit to OnlyFans girls. Let's take a look and see. And listen, I haven't read these comments. So, all right. So one guy says the girlfriend would be downgraded to side chick and I want my cut. Okay. All right. Now the question is do you downgrade her to side chick if you were the one that suggested that? I guess I should have added a caveat to that. Hey, would you ever encourage your woman to do OnlyFans? Looks like the Armed Cholo says ladies of the night and of extreme secrets are only for fun. I agree with that. They belong to the streets for a reason. RJ says, I wonder what percentage of guys had their girls talk about having an OnlyFans page. Right. So Amy Cups claims that her husband encouraged her. I'd be willing to bet that this was probably her idea. She's a good-looking woman. Teachers don't make a whole hell of a lot of money, and what it comes down to is OnlyFans is sort of a parachute, right? Any good-looking female, you don't even have to be good-looking, but if you are, in the top, I don't know, what do you call it, but 30, maybe 25% of good-looking women, yeah, you can make a really, really good living on OnlyFans. Always wanted to be a pimp. Slizzard says, if she's on OnlyFans, she's one of my girls. She ain't the main. That's for show. Let me refresh this and see. So now we're up to 513 votes. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be spread across the board. Here's the bottom line, guys. Here's the bottom line. I talk all the time about being able to trust your woman. Guys ask me all the time, Donovan, do you trust Devin? Well, my answer is that I trust Devin to be a woman. Well, what does that mean? You trust her to be a woman. What I mean is that understanding women's impulsiveness, the high they get off of being desired by men, that is going to supersede everything. Right? Now, guys, well, if she loved you, she wouldn't cheat on you. No. If she loved you, she wouldn't put herself in position to cheat on you. Right? Guys, that's the difference. I actually read an article on one of my live streams a couple days ago about a guy taking his girlfriend to the bar and him getting, and the girl getting hit on by other guys at the bar. And he blames the girl at the bar. Temptation Island. Carl and Nicole. Carl would take Nicole out to the bar. Nicole's a beautiful woman. He would get upset with her because she's acting like she's single, acting like she's having a boyfriend. Would you trust your woman, Donovan, at a bachelorette party? Of course not. Of course not. Listen, man, no matter how much your woman loves you, especially these days, she would take sausage on the side if she 100% knew that you wouldn't find out. They're women. This is what they do. So as the man, as the leader of the relationship, it is your job to keep her from situations that are conducive to infidelity. And I'm talking conducive to infidelity by 10 degrees, right? Well, Donovan, it's not flirting if you don't really mean it. No, it's flirting if you say it's flirting, right? You understand that? As soon as your woman, and you have to understand this, guys, a sign of a quality female is a woman who allows you to protect her from herself, right? If a woman has a problem with you protecting her from herself, then the relationship probably isn't going to work out, right? Well, my wife never asks me to go to, I would totally trust my wife at the bar or the club. No, you wouldn't. No, what she needs to do, she needs to trust you that you are going to protect her from herself. Women know that they are self-destructive when left to their own devices. This is just how they are. This is why ancient civilizations had certain, edicts and restrictions and all that good stuff. Most notably, Muslims, right? Every man inherently knows and understands the true nature of a woman, especially men in this community, men with this men-centric type content. So the ultimate question is would you be okay with your wife or girlfriend being an OnlyFans girl? Listen, man, if you want to be super duper pimp and you're good with that, hey, do what you got to do. I mean, listen, this is what Andrew Cobra Tate did for the better part of, I think it was like 4 or 5 years, made him a millionaire. It made him a millionaire. This is what he did. This is what he did. He had a rotation, maybe 5 or 6 girls at a time, making money on Only. Listen, you get to ride in my Ferrari, you get to ride in my Lamborghini, Bugatti, you get to live in this mansion in Romania. All you got to do is be an OnlyFans girl. And it worked to perfection. Only guys like Andrew Tate have the mental capacity to do that. Gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, if you are unable to, how can I put this? If you are unable to compartmentalize the way a woman looks with her true nature, you're not ready for this. You're not ready for this. If you got a wife who looks like the woman on your screen, right, and she wants to do OnlyFans, the only condition that really should be, is that if you have extensive experience with women who look like this. Because if you don't have experience with good-looking women, you're going to fall out every single time. Of course you're going to get jealous of her getting attention from other guys. Of course she's going to like getting that attention. Listen, if you are okay with her getting that attention because you are impervious to the wiles of a woman, especially beautiful women, knock yourself out. Just understand this, that when a woman is on OnlyFans, this also works as a dating app. You don't think women are on OnlyFans just to make money? Of course not. Of course not. You got women who are on OnlyFans looking for their sugar daddy, looking for a rich guy to hitch their wagon to. That's also what they do it for. Dude, ask any OnlyFans girl. If some millionaire rich guy said, hey, I'm going to fly you out, we're going to do this and that and the other, what makes you think that this isn't happening right now? When a woman is on OnlyFans, not only is she on there to make money, she is on there to advertise herself. She's advertising herself. Now, some men pay their $5, $10, $20 per month. Some men give her the gifts. She pays attention to the men that give her the gifts. What happened with Amy Cups, more than likely, I wasn't there, so I don't know, but what happened is that she started getting real offers from men who have more value than her husband. So now she's making more than her husband, right? Her sexual market value is clearly higher than her, I guess now soon to be ex-husband, and now she's getting offers from men who make more money than her husband. Guys, eventually this is going to lead to the end of the relationship. Not all the time, but most of the time. And the reason why I say it's most of the time is because most men do not have extensive experience with beautiful women. Listen, man, most guys have had and I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about this. Most guys may have had a fling. Some guys may have actually been in a relationship, but the vast majority of men on the dating market have had, I don't know, experience with maybe 1 or 2 8s, 9s, or 10s. And most of the time, that's really not even the case. My guess is that her husband has probably, and I know this to be, this has to be true. If her husband was used to dealing with women like her, not only would he have been able to keep her in check, even when on OnlyFans, he wouldn't have made the bitch move and reported her to the school board, right? Obviously, that's not going to hurt her financially because clearly, and listen, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Amy Cups was always going to be a full-time OnlyFans girl, right? Ex-wife, listen, man, Coco, the stripper who also works at, I don't know, Things Remembered at the mall, of course she's going to quit that $11 an hour job, right? She makes $11 in 5 seconds on the stage, on the pole. At the end of the day, guys, we have to understand that when a woman puts herself in position where she can get offers from higher value men, eventually this is going to lead to the end of the relationship, guys. Listen, if you got airtight pimp daddy game, hey, listen, be Andrew, dude, listen, be Cobra Tate, more power to you. But you cannot endure this if you do not have extensive experience with beautiful women. If you do not have extensive experience with beautiful women, you have no business being with a woman who either wants to be on OnlyFans or is on OnlyFans. And oh, by the way, you can't make a woman do what she wants to or doesn't want to do, right? The minute your woman says, hey, I'd like to start an OnlyFans, guess what? At that point, it's game over. It's game over. Because if you trained her properly, she would understand that OnlyFans is social media. Listen, even though she's getting paid for it, that's still social media, right? A woman, listen, when you commit to this woman, she already knows going in, hey, listen, man, he doesn't commit to girls who are on social media. Guess what? OnlyFans is social media. Yes, they get paid a lot of money to be on this social media, but it is social media. And social media is basically dating apps. It's dating apps in disguise, right? Not only that, girls are now being able to make money, generational wealth, being on a dating app. That's really what OnlyFans is. It's a dating app. Let me see if I can find my sugar daddy. Let me see if I can find that. Now, of course, Amy Cups says that she is going to, she says she might want to teach again when she's in her 50s. Clearly, she doesn't understand. I don't know, maybe people will have forgotten, but that's the price you pay. That's the price you pay. She's like, and she said, listen, I left the school. I was getting dirty looks from she wasn't really getting dirty looks from the dads, but the moms were giving her dirty looks as she was escorted out of the building. Well, of course, that's the price you pay. That's it. That's it. That's the price. That's the price you pay. If you're going to make hundreds of thousands of dollars per month, you can't expect to just go back to your normal life. Doesn't work that way. Let me read a few of your comments here. Nixon Talks with the $5 Australian dollar super chat. So shout out to the Sharpe shooters. I'm off to sleep down under. Catch you on the replay. Appreciate that. James Martinez says she gets flown to Dubai to get peed on. She probably does. Big Metroid Fan 12 says, isn't it true that OnlyFans is looking to get rid of the spicy content? Quit lying to yourself and everybody else. Hang on a second, Big Metroid Fan 12, because Dev, if you would, send me that article that I talked about the other day, the OnlyFans article, because this guy, Big Metroid Fan, thinks he knows more than everybody else, and I'm about to dunk on his ass. The Walking Dead says the self-destructive nature never goes unseen. OnlyFans is getting rid of adult content, extra female in 4 months, blah, 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 blah. So I want to bring you guys, bring your attention to this particular article. This article actually came out just a couple of days ago, and it says, fact check, no, OnlyFans is not banning spicy stuff. It's not banning grown-up content. Executive, popular subscription-based platform OnlyFans is not planning on removing or banning adult content on the site. Gizmodo Australia can confirm. Following reports that OnlyFans is in talks to seek funding at a valuation of more than $1 billion, social media has been flooded with fears that the website will ban grown-up content. However, OnlyFans confirmed to Gizmodo Australia that it is not banning grown-up content. So, Big Metroid 12, Big Metroid to us. Says, quit lying to yourself and everybody else. I would suggest to you, do your research, fam. Do your research. Do your research. Listen, you can come in here and disagree all you want to. Just don't be a fucking idiot. Do your research, man. Do your research. Yeah, it would be financial suicide. Right. Yeah, RageX says, how could they ban it when it's what they're known for? Exactly. Right? Listen, OnlyFans might be trying to go mainstream, but that does not benefit them financially. OnlyFans, if I'm not mistaken, makes 20% off of everything. And as we know, adult content is a billion-dollar industry, and they're trying to get their cut. So where you at, Big Metroid Fan 12? Nothing to say? Yeah, I didn't think so. Listen, Nabil Khan says, no way they're banning their biggest revenue stream. I totally agree. Veloxic says, if they were to ban it, it would go the same way as Tumblr and lose its popularity and decay into the forgotten. Bingo. Exactly, man. Big Metroid Fan says, I did do my research. Okay, he said you did do your research. Do you not see? Gizmodo says, fact check. 3 days ago, no, OnlyFans is not banning grown-up content. So, no, you didn't do your research, you idiot. Quit lying to yourself and people. Why would I, come on, this is not me. This is, according to Gizmodo, a reputable website. OnlyFans is not banning grown-up content. Just take the L, dude. Take the L. Listen, it's okay. We're all wrong sometimes. Just take the L and don't be last. Don't try to be last word guy. That's going to do it for this edition of Sharpe Shorts. Guys, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Make sure you hit the bell. Please hit the bell. You might be subscribed and then get unsubscribed the next day. I might be SB'd, as we like to call it, something that has to do with shadow. So help me inject a little bit more life into my channel. And all right, well, thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you guys actually in a couple of hours. I'm going to do a Sharpe Short regarding Kevin Samuels and the fact that they might be trying to inadvertently or indirectly cancel him. You definitely want to stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching.